Well. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am truly yours. I am Dr. Morse. I am in the studio tonight just to test the system. I want to see if Restream is still glitching tonight. I want to see if I'm going to be using Restream uh, again. I have another platform to go live with to use, but I want to see if Restream has cleared itself up. I was in the system and apparently I had to clean up some things, some files and stuff like that to stop Restream from glitching. So this is just a test tonight. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing wonderful. I know that a lot is going on right now. A lot is going on in the world. And I can see how so many of us can get so distracted by the things that's going on. Again, this is just a test. I want to see how Restream sounds, and I'm going to log out of Restream and I'm going to log in to another system just to see which one is actually operating like it's supposed to. This is not a live show for me and Dr. Sanders to talk about the next discussion that's coming up. But I just want to see what my vocals sound like since I reset Restream inside the system. You can go in and clear out some old files, old videos and stuff like that that was making Restream lag and stop and move. But I just want to see what it sounds like, my vocals, what it sounds like, what do I sound like, and what the music is going to sound like. So all the music that is going to be played is made from Suno. I wrote the music myself. Suno produced the music, created the music for me, but I used certain prompts to make the music sound the way I want it to sound. So let me play some music. Again, this is just a test tonight to see how my vocals sound and the music sound in the studio.
Tell me, how do you feel when you're home all alone now? Tell me why you don't pick up the phone. You are my everything. I don't wanna fuss and fight. How can we make up when things still ain't right? We used to make love all through the night. Will I ever get another chance just to hold you tight? See, I don't wanna lose your love and let you walk away, because my heart is telling me just what to say. See, after all that we do, nothing will change the way I feel about you. You are my everything, you are my world. You are my everything, you are my girl. You are my everything, you are my world, my everything, you are my girl. See, all I do is think of you every day and every night, 'cause I don't want you to leave. Let's try to make it all right. How deep is our love? I can't stand this pain. Plus the sun ain't shining, no. I see his way. You are my everything, you are my girl. You are my world. See, I don't want to lose your love. I don't want to lose your love. Oh, yeah. See, all I do is you every day and every night, 'cause I don't want you to leave. Let's try to make it all now. Ooh, something in my heart, sweet baby, is telling me what we once had.
This is just a test.
Now I'm sitting here.
It's just a test.
So sad.
It's just a test tonight. It's just a musical test. I'm testing the vocals.
Reminiscing on the good love we shared. But now that you're gone, girl, I knew that you cared. See, it's something in my heart, sweet and maiden, it's telling me what we once had. Now I'm sitting here feeling so sad. It's telling me what we once had. Tonight is the night that I could hold you tight and make you feel alright. Lay back with you, girl, until the morning light. You're the one for me, but it's something in my heart, sweet baby.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3.
What we once had.
Testing 1 2 1 2, testing 1 2 1 2, testing.
Telling me what we once had. Feeling so sad. Telling me what we once had. On when we touch and kiss. How did you feel now? Tell me, girl, was our love for real? Or was you just trying to run a game on me? You used to tell me, girl, I'm the one you see, but you only tell me, girl, baby, I've been looking for being away from you now. Makes me want you more, but I walk away and didn't see your love. Telling me what we would feeling so sad. It's telling me what we once had. Something in my heart, yeah. It's telling me what we once had. Oh, Lord, it's telling me what we had. It's telling me what we once had.
This is Power 103, the station that empowers the people with Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders Experience. We are the greatest show in real time, real talk, real radio, real conversations with real people. It's Power 103, the station that empowers the people. I am Dr. Morris. I'm here just testing the system tonight. I want to see what the vocals sound like. I know my good friend, Dr. Sanders, is probably ready for our next show. The next show and the conversation is going to be about, are there any good people that's living in the hood? Are there any good people in the hood? Why did the government create the projects? The conversation is going to be about why the government created the projects and what was the purpose of the projects being created. That's the next conversation. So stay tuned for that conversation. I'm just here tonight just to test the system, just to see how my voice sound when this live is over with, just to see how the music is sounding in the Restream system, because I had to go in again. I had to go in the system to redo some things and restructure some things and get rid of some old videos and some things that was making Restream lag and stick. So I want to see what this actually sounds like when this test is over with. Again, this is Power 103, the Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders experience. I am just here tonight just to test the system. And again, all the music that's being played, some of the music that's being played on this platform, Dr. Morris himself, I wrote the music myself. I believe that some great things are coming with production, and I am actually still in the lab creating more music that's safe for Facebook, because Facebook wants to block your videos. They have actually blocked a few of my videos, and people could not see them live on Facebook, because Facebook said that it was some intro that I used, and it blocked the music that was being played. And you still have to be careful with the pseudo music, the music that I write myself. You still have to be careful with the music that you use for Facebook. So Facebook has, if anybody is actually looking for music to be played here on your platform, if you got a podcast and you're going through Facebook, make sure that your music is not copyrighted, because Facebook is going to flag your video, and your video will be stopped, or it will be taken down, muted in countries where you probably will go live and broadcast in. So it's just a warning to some people, to the people that do have their platforms. Be careful of what you play. I started out this program not really looking into some of the music that I played earlier in the beginning of this podcast, and Facebook actually allowed me to play some of that music and didn't mute my video. But the past few videos that actually went forth, Facebook actually put a block on the video, and it could not be seen by the viewers. So just a warning to anybody that has a platform, just be careful. Try to get yourself some copyrighted music, some music that's not copyrighted, because you can get sued for playing copyrighted music for people that's starting a platform that has a platform or a podcast. Be careful of what you play in the background or while you're having your podcast in live on Facebook. YouTube has almost the same kind of rules, but you just have to be careful what you play, because the Facebook system, automated system, will pick up the music or your intro, because they blocked me for a intro that I actually use for Evie Mus studio that I also broadcast live using. They blocked my video because the intro sounded like a copyrighted song, the beginning of a song. So I can still use Evie Mus studio, but you have to mute the intro music. So you just have to be smart about what you do when you're actually going live and what you're playing, because if you still want to deal with Facebook, which I am still trying to get away from broadcasting on, I am going to be looking at in the future, just looking at YouTube and a total another platform that's an alternative to Facebook, where you can go live and build a community and actually share your live videos with in the future. So that's still in the making. But like I said a few minutes ago, some of the music that's being played, I wrote it myself. I love the way I write. I like to write about how I feel. I like to write about grown folk music, love music, how you love your spouse back, and that's the way I like to write my music. The way that you love your spouse. So you're gonna hear some of the words that's in the songs. It's about someone being in love. It's about someone that misses um, their loved one, the one that they had before, or the one that just you just broke up with the wife that you had, or the girlfriend that you had, or in the past. And so some of the music is being wrote like that, because I'm quite sure a lot of the artists that we know, major artists, they write the music the same way. So it's no difference in the way I'm writing my music compared to any of the other major artists writing the way that they write today or in the past. So I'm going to play a couple more songs. Again, this is just a test. I'm just here to see how Restream is acting since I went in and actually got rid of, cleaned up some things inside of Restream. And I just want to see how my vocals sound and how the music sounds that's coming through in the studio, coming through the speakers in the studio. So let me play another one of my songs. It's called What a Time. One of my favorites. I love this song. Like I say, I've probably told you all in previous live testings that I wrote about 50 songs. And I have 50 songs in my library that I haven't released yet, and I'm still writing more. I'm going back into the lab, actually, hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday, to write 2 more songs that I have on my heart. I am looking to do some more gospel. I did write a gospel song, actually 2 gospel songs. I did write. And they're in my archives. One is already published, and I published through the Suno family of music and producers that write music. I also have it in my library, but I'm going back to the lab and to create some more gospel, because I do want to write some gospel, more gospel, instead of some grown folk R&B stuff. So I'm planning on writing some gospel stuff. But let me play one of my favorites. I love this song. This was written about 2 months ago. It just hit really hard with me. It just had that funky groove that I love, and it's called What a Time. What a Time we had.
Oh, yeah. Time we used to have, all those happy nights. Oh, I miss you, those kisses and hugs, and how we made love. What a time we used to have. Oh, I miss you, girl, that smile on your face, and the way you looked at me made me love you even more. Oh, how I miss you, girl. You're my everything. You are my sunshine. Oh, oh, what a time we had, girl. I miss you from the bottom of my heart. How did I let you go? Now I do.
This is just a test of the system tonight.
I think of you all day and all night. You make me feel so complete. You are all I had. What made me love it was so real. I wonder to myself how I made you feel. What a time we used to have. What a time we had, girl. How I miss you from the bottom of my heart. What a time we used to have. Oh, what a time we used to have.
Yeah. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. In the studio tonight, I am again Dr. Morris. We are Power 103 with the Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders Experience. We are the greatest show in real time, real talk, real topics, real people. It's Power 103, the station that empowers the people. Again, this is just a test tonight, just to see how my vocals are going to sound using Restream again. I had stopped using Restream because Restream was acting really, really funny, and it just was horrendous. So I had to go in. I did some looking to end why Restream and StreamYard was acting funny in the studio. StreamYard is really acting funny on me. I don't understand why, but I had to really get away from using that platform. It was one of my favorites, but then I came to Evie Mus. Evie Mus, to me, is one of the top tiers in the top 10. There's so many, OBS that's out there. You have TikTok Studio. There's so many different avenues you can take to go live and broadcast with. If you go and try to find out how many programs are out there, it's tons of different programs. Is another one that's that I have program that I have that's called OneStream. OneStream Live is another program that I can also use to go live with to all the social media platforms. So I'm just giving you all some information on what's good, what's been going on with Restream and StreamYard. I know a lot of people like to use Restream, and a lot of people use StreamYard, but StreamYard has been acting funny. Again, I had to clean up some stuff, and Restream I'm actually using because I like it. I've always used it. I just had to actually clean up some stuff inside the studio of the program. So again, this is just a test. Again, we are Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders, the Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders Power 103 Experience. And I'm just here tonight to test my vocals again. It's something when you're about to do a live show and everything starts acting crazy. So some of y'all understand exactly what I'm talking about. You can actually plan to go live and plan your show and have everything laid all out, pressed and on with starch on it, and then all of a sudden, everything start to act crazy. Um, your cameras, your mics, and different things, and your video starts glitching, and you can see yourself talking, and everything is slow or not moving correctly. So, I'm just testing the system because I want to make sure. You got to make sure. You got to make sure that you test the stuff that you're using, test the product, because you don't want to get out there and start using a product and then all of a sudden then your video doesn't come out the way that you want it to come out. It doesn't sound the way that you want it to sound. So make sure that the stuff, the programs that you're using, the music that you're using, the mics, anything that you're using, because I use some pretty good stuff for this broadcast, for my shows, and anytime I want to go live, I have some pretty decent stuff. Again, because I've always been a disc jock, and I've always kept or tried to use the top of the line laptops. And if my laptop, I have two laptops, so, and both have the virtual DJ programs on both of them, and I'm able to download music like crazy. Anything that I want to pretty much find, I have the program to either download it or go about getting it. But again, it's just a test. I don't want to ramble too much tonight. Stay tuned for our next conversation. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be a very interesting conversation about the projects, the hood. It's going to be a very interesting conversation with me and Dr. Sanders. So I'm trying to open up the comments in the studio so people can comment, and have get some feedback, and and tell us what you think about some of the conversations that we're talking about, because we're just getting started. We're just getting started on conversations because there's so much to talk about. We can talk on all day long about the things that we see right now, and it's just that I'm just piggybacking on one of the conversations we had was Teen Takeover, and I am really disgusted about what I see going on. It's just really sad that you actually see our children acting the way that they're acting, and then you get to a place where you talk about it and you bring stuff to the limelight, and then folk want to attack you about the conversation you're having about Teen Takeover. And it's sad when you got grown folks that will attack not just me, not Dr. Sanders, not just Dr. Sanders. They will attack other people. And I'm talking about the African American community. It's not that we're trying to attack our own people. So let me say this. Let me say this. We're not attacking our people. That is not what we're doing. We're showing people, and I know people say, oh, we can see what's going on. Y'all ain't got to talk about it. Why y'all talking about y'all trying to down the black people? Y'all black too, and y'all trying to downplay black folks and y'all for the white man and y'all coons and all kinds of coons. I don't understand how anybody can call another black man or a black woman a coon because they want to vote Republican. That's their prerogative. That's their values and that's their standards. They're conservative people. If you want to consider yourself being a Democrat, let them be a Republican. Who cares? It's two sides to the same bird. Let me say that again. It's two wings, but it's the same bird. When folk really understand that, then maybe some people will use what they got right there and stop the foolish talking. Instead of battling back and forth with each other, calling your black brother and sister a coon because of how they want to live and how they think. That's their prerogative, folks. That's the way that they think. Let them think how they want to think. But when somebody, listen to me clearly tonight, because I didn't come here to talk about that subject again, because me and Dr. Sanders already had this conversation. But when soon as somebody show a video when they're black and they show a video, they get all kinds of names thrown at them. They get called every negative name in the book. But when all other races of people show videos of our African-American children terrorizing stuff, and then you got Caucasian people and Chinese people don't even want your black children in their stores. And no, it's not fair that our children are getting killed by the police and getting killed by other races of people, and nothing is being done about it. And that's going to be another whole conversation here on Power 103. And I'm going to tell y'all why, and I'm going to bring scripture. I'm going to tell y'all why they look at the black man and woman like they're nothing. One is because the Dred Scott case, if you will read the Dred Scott case and what happened, you will find that they voted and said that black Americans are not citizens. And the case still stands today. Folks will run their mouth and don't do no research. Biblically, it's always been a target against the black male. But soon as African Americans shine light on what the black community is doing, they're coons. I don't get that. And then nobody in the community is really, be honest, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about what's really going on. They kids, let them be kids. That's what folk will say. But then when you sit back and you watch, this stuff is on national news, and it's our folks. It's our people. So don't get mad at another black man or black woman for shining light and trying to get people to wake up. You sit back and you see those kids just being destructive and don't say nothing. Folks will sit back and watch those kids fight at pool parties, the beaches, in restaurants. Black girls are pulling each other's hairs. No, I'm not here to down my people. No, I'm trying to get somebody to understand what's really going on. Marvin Gaye said it best. What is going on? And folk want to turn a blind eye to it. But one thing for sure, let me say this to y'all folks. You're so quick to talk about what Donald Trump. You got one man, got folks so up in a roar, worrying about a man called Donald Trump. You will see more people posting videos about what Trump doing. And Trump don't like black people, and Trump don't do this, and Trump don't do that. And trust me, I'm not a Trumpeter because I didn't vote for him. But I'm here to say, where is our focus? What are we focused on? While our children are self-destructing. And everybody want to post pictures about what Donald Trump ain't doing and what Donald Trump did, and Donald Trump don't like black people, and Donald Trump is racist, and Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that. I'll be so glad when Trump is out of the White House. Trust me, because then I want to see who else folks going to blame. See, this is Real Talk Radio. This real talk right here. Who else y'all gonna blame? Who else folks are going to blame when Trump is out of the White House? Who y'all gonna blame then? Who gonna be racist then? Because if y'all want to talk about racism, we can talk about racism. We can talk about the ex-presidents that were racist. We can talk about racism all day. I had said in the Teen Takeover conversation with me and Dr. Sanders had this conversation about Teen Takeover. Again, I'm not here to down my own people, but one thing for sure, that I'm not going to side with nobody when you sit back and you watch those kids tear up stuff and fight in restaurants, and you sit back and you pull out your damn camera. I'm going to say it. You made me cuss. You pull out your damn camera and you start to videotape, and then you want to put it all in your social media. You want to put it online. But don't nobody talk about that, though. Don't nobody want to really talk about it. If you want to talk about something, come on this show. Come on this show. Let's talk about some real stuff, because me and Dr. Sanders got something for you. Let's talk about it. Real talk, real people, real topics. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You want to talk Democrat, Republican? Let's talk about it. Because our next conversation, my goodness, I done did my homework. Trust me. And Dr. Sanders, that's the reason why I have Dr. Sanders by my side, because she's sharp with it. Trust me. And folk that know Dr. Moores, folk that know the apostle that I am, the folk that really know me, No holds barred. See, I ain't going to sugarcoat the word of God for nobody. And when we having conversations, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm here for real topics, real people, and real conversations. So why sugarcoat anything? I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. And so is Dr. Sanders. Dr. Sanders ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. Because Dr. Sanders is going to let you have it. She going to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And that's the reason why I'm so glad I'm connected with her. And she's in Chicago. My partner in crime, my co-host. So I didn't come by tonight to even talk about that. I didn't even want to go back, but it's sad that you really sit back and you watch this foolishness go on still. But what's so crazy, like I said, you want to talk about Trump. Who cares about some Trump? My God, people, we got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. Your focus, Donald Trump got so many people focused on him, and y'all not even focused on the real agendas. That's the way that the government wants it. You don't want y'all focus on the real agenda. We got our black boys getting killed and child got away with murder. And then you got this Carmelo Anthony dude. He's got 35 years in prison. We're going to talk about why on this show. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to tell y'all why. But then where is the Black Panther Party? Where is Black Lives Matter when you need them? Where's Al Sharpton? Where's all those folks? You ain't gonna see them because they boule. That's a whole nother conversation. You ain't gonna hear them talking about where's Jamal Bryant. Let's talk about it. Come on this show and let's talk about it. Where are y'all? But no, they want to get in the pulpit and talk about politics. They want to talk about what Trump ain't doing, and Trump is such a racist, and Trump is this, and Trump is that. But fail to realize before he switched and became a Republican, he was a Democrat. All the black folks loved him then. And I'm not speaking up for Trump because the man is wrong in a lot of ways. But he did, don't get me wrong, he helped the HBCUs, poured millions of dollars. But again, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how Donald Trump backed Mike Tyson and Don King and invited Steve Harvey and some of those other big wheels like Ray Lewis and all those people to Trump Towers and donated money to their little secret societies and programs. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. For real? They don't want to talk about that. People, let's get our focus back. Let's get our focus back. You know, there's going to be another conversation on this show. I'm just going to let the cat out the bag because I want y'all to know the direction this show is going. Was segregation good for us? Was desegregation good for us? Who made more sense? Was it Malcolm X or was it Martin Luther King? Who made more sense? Was it Malcolm X or was it Martin Luther King? Another whole conversation. I promise you. You want to come on the show? DM me. You can come on with me and Dr. Sanders. Let's talk about it. That's what we're here for. That's what this podcast was created for. Let's talk about it. Folks, let's get our focus back again. I didn't mean to go into talking about teen takeover all over again. It's just sad that you see every day, every time. I don't even watch the TV no more. When I turn my TV on, it's normally 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, and I watch YouTube. I normally watch history stuff or biblical stuff, the Bible stuff, or anything that has to do with history. Because every time you turn on the news, the national news, not just the Baltimore and local Annapolis news and stuff like that, I turn on the national news. And what do you see? You see our people self-destruction with our people. And I'm not here to downplay our people. It's just getting really ridiculous that our people have to go everywhere they go. And what's sad, you got folks saying who opened the zoo up today? Who opened the zoo today? This is how folks are talking about our people. My God. But they don't want to talk about that. Again, this is Power 3, station that empowers the people. I am Dr. Morris. And she is Dr. Sanders. Dr. Sanders is not in the studio tonight because I didn't think that I was going to talk about teen takeover again. I didn't think that needed to be another conversation again because we got past that. But it don't seem like we're going to get past that. I'm going to play some more music and then I'm going to get on out of here. Folks, we got to do better than that. We got to do way better than what we've been doing. And then what I don't understand and I don't like is when you open your mouth and you say something, the first thing that these knuckleheads is going to say is, well, won't you do so? What you going to do about it? You talking about it. What you gonna do about it? You talking about it. Since you talking about it, you got a solution? That's what folk will say. My solution is for me to get around the table and talk to some like-minded more men like me to get around the table and let's come up with a solution. Let's talk about if we want to sit back and vote certain people in local governments in our cities. We want to vote for certain individuals. I ain't getting into nationalities and who this and who that. But we get to a place where we want to start voting these local people into government, and then when they get in office, they don't do nothing for the black community. They don't do nothing for the black community. Nothing. Let's talk about it. Let's get together. My solution is let's get some people together, men and women, children. There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a place where we can get together as civilized people and talk about what can we do to help our young generation, because they are the future. And if you sit back and turn the news on, and every time you get on your cell phone and you turn on Facebook or you turn on TikTok or Instagram, IG, and you turn on those programs and you see, what do you see? People standing back with their phones, videotaping our black children fighting, pulling hair, girls pulling hair, dragging each other in the streets. You got dudes hitting women like they're dudes. And then you sit back and you watch the New York Knicks win the championship. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And then you get somebody with a Spurs jersey on walking through the stadium or walking in the city, and then you get the young people, our folks, want to go jump them and beat them up because they got a Spurs jersey on. Total nonsense from the African American community. It's nonsense. And I think that we need, as parents and like-minded, willingly people that want to come to the table, and something needs to be done about it, a conversation, a national conversation that needs to happen. Each state, my theory is every state governor, every state mayor, city mayor needs to get together in their own major cities, and they need to talk about it. What can they do? Is it a curfew? Maybe Donald Trump need to roll out the goons. Maybe Donald Trump need to send the Marines in and clean some of these poor run cities. This is what people say. And clean up the trash. That's what they say about our people. That's what they say about us. So don't attack your brother, black man. Don't attack your black sister, black woman, for her wanting to speak up and shine light on the destruction of our own people. Stop calling them coons, because they want to not have a project mentality, because they want to send their kids to public school. They don't want to live in the projects anymore. They're not voting the way you're voting anymore. That's foolishness. A plantation mindset. That's what that is. Man, I didn't want to go there tonight. I just stopped by to listen to my vocals and hear my music. That's all I stopped by for. Let me play another song. I got to get out of here. But our next conversation is going to be about the projects. It's going to be a powerful conversation. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's going to be an awesome conversation. Dr. Sanders, I hope you're listening right now. I hope you're hearing what I'm talking about, because I know you're probably going to sit back. If you're not looking at this live, I know you're going to sit back and look at this live and you're going to go, wow, because I know if you were chimed in right now, I know you would let them have it tonight. I know you would. You would let them have it tonight. See, that's my partner. Dr. Sanders is my partner. At Power 103, the station that empowers the people. Let me play some more music, and then I'm going to get on out of here.
I'm sitting here thinking about the love to think of love, the love we once done. Yeah. I just can't over you, cause I'm sitting here thinking about the time we had when we made love, when we touched and kissed and said I'll shine straight to my heat. See, I just can't get over you. My mind just won't stop thinking of you. See, lady, I'm head over. And for you, I'm just sitting here thinking about you, girl. Come on and turn for you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. How could I just let you go? And thinking about you, yeah, oh, yeah.
This is just a test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1. Testing 2. Testing 3. This is just a test of the system tonight. Just testing my vocals, testing the sound, and testing some of my handwritten music that was written by me. Again, this is Power 103, the Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders Experience. We are the greatest show in real time, real talk, real topics, and real people. It's Power 103, the station that empowers the people, with Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders. Look, folks, again, I didn't come by to talk about teen takeover again, but we need to stay in prayer for our young adults. And hopefully that there comes a time when our young folks will wake up and say, you know what, we have to stop the violence. We have to get to a place where we're not acting out like that. And my sister, my brother, you are not my enemy. That is my conclusion to what needs to take place. And as grown folks and grown adults, we shouldn't be pulling out our cameras and videotaping our young children fighting out in the streets, half naked, no clothes on, and pulling out each other's hair. I am going to play one more song that I wrote, and Dr. Morris is going to get on out the studio for tonight. So stay tuned. Great things are coming. More conversations. Next conversation is going to be about, are there any good people still living in the hood?
Oh, I had your love and it's no other. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I had your love and it's no other. Don't you know that? See, I miss you, girl. You were my world. You were my everything and my sweet. Love your dad, girl. You're the one for me. You're that girl. I had to set you free. See, I never found another who was just like you. How deep was our love? 'Cause all I think of, you see, you're the girl I've been searching for now. You're the girl that my heart wants more. 'Cause you're just the one for me. You're just the one for me. My baby girl, you're just the one for me. You're just the one for me. All I do is think about you every day, and every night, every thought of you. And the love we once had, girl, you just don't know why I'm feeling so sad, girl. You was my only one who had keys to my heart. Why have I lost you, babe? We're so far apart. I want that old thing back. You make me wanna chase you down. Why, baby, are we on a merry-go-round? You are my everything, girl. You are my everything, girl. You're my everything. You're my everything. I will never find another girl like I found you. You're my everything. You're my everything, girl. You are my everything. I will never find another girl like I found you. You're my everything.
And that is going to wrap up the testing live tonight. Tonight, again, I was just testing the system in Restream again, because I don't know if I'm going to be using Restream with Dr. Sanders. So I'm just testing it, and maybe going back to Evie Must. Evie Must is another program that that I loved, that I like to go live with. So again, I'm just testing the system again tonight to see how it's going to turn out and how it's going to sound. Again, I am Dr. Morris with my co-host, Dr. Sanders. We are Power 103, the station that empowers the people. We are the greatest show in real time, real talk, real topics, real people, and it's Power 103, the station that empowers the people, with Dr. Morris and Dr. Sanders. Hey, y'all, I'm going to get on out of here and hope to see y'all soon, and y'all stay tuned for the next conversation about are there any good people living in the hood. I'm out of here. God bless each and every one of you, and may heaven smile upon you. God bless you.